Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. In today's video, we leave Big Pine Key at mile 33, glide over the low span across Spanish Harbor Channel, and touch down on Spanish Harbor Key, historically known as West Summerland Key and officially renamed Scout Key in 2010 to honor its two youth camps. Both Camp Sawyer, a Boy Scout reservation with 9 beachfront acres, and Camp Wesumkee, a Girl Scout site famed for hosting the Winter Star Party, sit on the South Atlantic side of the island where kayaks, telescopes, and seabirds fill the shoreline. So this is the old Bahia Honda Bridge, built in 1912, that originally carried rail traffic, and then it was converted to carry automobile traffic around 1938. And the bridge is in pretty bad shape. They've also removed sections of it in a couple of spots to let marine traffic pass under it safely. But parts of it look like they're ready to fall into the water. You can see that they've disconnected it from the island over here to keep people off of it. When they converted it to a highway, the superstructure over the old tracks wasn't wide enough for 2 lanes. So they put the highway on top, which is why it looks like it has 2 decks. The old bridge was closed in 1972, and this new bridge over here was open to replace it. Ahead, the roadway vaults onto the concrete box-girder Bahia Honda Bridge, opened in 1972 to replace Flagler's cantilevered railroad span that still stands to our right. Built between 1909 and 1912, the original steel lattice carried trains, then automobiles after 1938, until repeated storms and narrow lanes forced this modern 4-lane replacement. 2 truss panels were later removed so tall sailboats could slip through the deep cobalt channel beneath. We now roll onto Bahia Honda Key. Nearly the entire 524-acre island forms Bahia Honda State Park, renowned for snorkeling tours over Patch Reef Flats and for stretches of sand often ranked among Florida's best beaches. The Key has no permanent residents. Instead, park rangers safeguard rare plants such as the Florida silver palm and the last natural colony of the Miami blue butterfly. Campsites, a marina, and a short trail up the abandoned rail bridge offer postcard views of the lower keys. US-1 skims the shallows to Ohio Key at mile 39, better known as Sunshine Key, thanks to the huge RV resort and marina that occupies much of the island. Roughly 19 year-round residents call this spot home, but in winter the campground population swells into the hundreds. If you spot pink flamingos waiting in the flats, you're not imagining things. Birders recorded a rare flock here after Hurricane Idalia in 2023. Next, we cross tiny Missouri Key, a mangrove-fringed islet named by homesick railroad workers from the Show Me State. No one lives here today. Fishermen launch skiffs off of the tidal flats, and US-1 traverses the key in less than a minute. Little Duck Key follows, where Veterans Memorial Park offers a free beach, shaded picnic huts, and restrooms. It's a perfect spot for a quick swim or a drone shot of the bridges on either side. Now we cross the legendary 7-mile bridge. Completed in 1982, the modern span stretches 35,719 feet over Moser Channel. It carries just 2 lanes with narrow shoulders, but you'll notice that the paired yellow center lines break into dashed segments on many stretches, meaning passing is permitted when sight lines are clear, something rarely allowed on Key's bridges. The speed limit is 55 miles per hour with a 40 mile per hour minimum, and crosswinds often make it feel faster. Off our port side runs the Old 7, Flagler's 1912 bridge that was rebuilt for cars in 1938, damaged by storms, and finally closed to traffic in 2008. After a $77 million restoration, it reopened in 2022 for cyclists, anglers, and sunset strollers. As we crest the high arch, 5-acre Pigeon Key appears on the left. The old bridge once landed directly on the island, and today that walkway is the only dry land access. Pigeon Key's 8 historic buildings served as a railroad work camp that housed up to 400 men. Now they host a small museum, marine science classrooms, and dorms for student groups. Guided tours showcase original cottages, a 1912 tool shed, and panoramic snorkeling off the rocky shoreline. Dropping off the north end of the 7-mile bridge, we reach Knight's Key and conclude today's drive at mile 47. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment below, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.